Hello Rackpack, Ragnar here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Today, we're not doing the Road to King of Games series. We are playing a little bit of, we are playing around with some of the new stuff to come from the new EX structure deck. So I actually did a video on a Magician of Chaos EX structure deck that focused a little bit more around the Dark Magician support with it and trying to make it work. However, there has been a variant of this deck going around where we are going to combine two of the most hated, we're gonna combine the new EX structure deck with one of the most hated ones, and that is Neo's Fusion. Everyone hates this card. I love it personally. I think it's a really fun card to use, but everyone else hates it. So we're gonna throw around some salt on the ladder and see how it plays. So the general gist of it is, the new EX structure deck came with this amazing looking badass card, Keeper of Dragon Magic. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard one card to add one polymerization normal spell card or fusion normal spell card from your deck to your hand. And that includes Neo's Fusion. So basically with him with this card, we are now running 6 copies of Neo's Fusion. And that is pretty insane. Like that makes the Neo's Fusion stuff a lot more consistent. And additionally, he's actually not that weak. He's got 1800 base attack, which is a pretty hefty attack. And then additionally, he has a second effect where you can reveal a fusion monster and then special summon one of the fusion materials from your graveyard from that monster in face down defense position. You can only use each effect once per turn. So essentially, you can summon your Neos, your Elemental Hero Neos from the graveyard after you send it to the graveyard with your Neos Fusion. We are also going to be combining all of this stuff with our good old Magician of Chaos. Activating Neos Fusion will activate Magician of Chaos's effect to destroy a card on the field. And so it's pretty nice synergy. It's kind of an odd synergy, to be honest, because we're not going to be explicitly focusing on the ritual summons. We're going to be focusing more on the all of these kind of fusion effects. We also run a single copy of the new Dark Magician because we do have Dark Cavalry in our deck, and that will help us summon the Dark Cavalry. We'll be using one of the newer cards, Magicalized Fusion. Fusion summon a spellcaster type fusion monster from your extra deck, which Dark Cavalry is spellcaster. Kind of odd. I actually was expecting it to be a warrior, but thankfully it's a spellcaster. From your extra deck, by banishing fusion materials from your field or graveyard, Magician of Chaos does count as a Dark Magician, so you can use that. And then of course we do have a bunch of warriors already. Turns out he's a dragon. Kind of whatever. We could probably play an Amulet Dragon then, so let's go ahead and grab an Amulet Dragon too, just to kind of have it in here. You know, dragon type monster. You never know. We can get rid of a second copy or a third copy of Brave Neos. Usually you never use your third Brave Neoses, so it's kind of whatever. There's a lot of different ways to play this deck. I've seen like 6 to 7 different King of Games variants on the Duel Links Meta website if you want to check those out. Some of them are running more of the Power of the Guardians to take advantage of that. Power of the Guardians is like the easy mode way to basically churn out these duels, because you just summon something crazy and then you throw this on there, and it can be a really difficult thing to deal with if your opponent doesn't have a really strong deck to play against it. So pretty nice. It pairs incredibly well with Magician of Chaos, because every single time, if you watch my previous Magician of Chaos video, every single time this goes off, in order to put a counter on it, it does activate his effect to destroy a card on the field. So a lot of people are running multiple copies of Power of the Guardians to take advantage of that, and all that stuff. We do have some people are also running a copy of Miracle Contact to help recycle your effects. There's just many different ways to do it. Some other people are running like 3 Magicalized Fusion, I believe, and like trying to take more advantage of the Dark Magician side of the fusion support. It's just kind of crazy. Like, there's a lot of different ways to try and make it work. I really like Flare Neos. I actually have a video where I destroy a lot of people with Flare Neos. So This is actually going to be, instead of Bacon Saver, what I could, the safe play, the pretty generic way is to run a Bacon Saver and just have another copy of Brave Neos and use that to help defend your monsters. But I think it's a lot more fun to just throw out a Flare Neos in order to crush your opponents with a ton of attack points. And Neo Space is the skill we're going to be using. This is basically the Jaden, the pretty standard Neo Spatian skill. Neo Space starts on the field, boosts up all of our Neos monsters by 500 attack, and it allows our Neo Spatian Flare Neos, or Elemental Hero Flare Neos, to stay on the field instead of getting shuffled into the extra deck at the end of the turn. So pretty good stuff there. Magician of Chaos plus Advanced Ritual Art. That's pretty standard stuff for the combo of these two. And then we also have Chaos Form. This is basically going to be our answer if we draw into our Neos, or we have a Dark Magician in the graveyard because we used it to fuse or something like that. So this is to kind of just help slightly with that consistency. This is not a super great, this is probably not the super most optimal version of the deck, but Neos Fusion plus all of the Neos fusion cards, they're just strong enough to kind of make it work. So I just want to play around with it a little bit, play with it on a ladder. Of course, this will kind of ruin that Road to King of Games thing where it's like, you gotta hope that I'm just going to be climbing ranked with my budget-friendly decks. This is not budget-friendly. This requires full purchases of 2 structure decks, so that's if you're not getting it like super on sale and using gems, it's probably like good $20 to $30 to get both of them fully purchased. So this is a more expensive, way more expensive deck than the other ones, but we're still in gold. And we're at the start of gold, so I don't think it'll be too bad. We'll just make sure that we don't... we're not going to be doing rank ups with our expensive decks. That's pretty much the way that it's going to work. I'm going to play a little bit of these types of decks because it's fun. It's just really fun, and I want to have fun with Duel Links. I don't want to make it a super crazy grind. This is actually a really bad deck, or not deck, but hand. This is not how this is supposed to go. We drew both of our like monsters that we want in the graveyard, so this is kind of unfortunate. But we do have 9 cards that we can draw to make our plays. If we draw one of our copies of Magician of Chaos, we could draw our Keeper of Magic, or we can draw Neos Fusion. All 3 of those cards will essentially start our ability to play. So we'll see. This is kind of a rough start. So we'll see how it goes. I think he's playing. Did he set that? Okay, yeah, he played a Red Eyes Insight. So I'm assuming that these are going to be Red Eyes trap cards. I doubt he's playing anything like Drowning or something like that. Maybe an Econ's down there. Oh boy. I hope that doesn't OTK me. He did Tribute Summon this. He can't Fusion. He won't be able to Fusion Summon. So, that is good. Okay. Alright. Alright. Come on. Draw! There we go. I summon to the field Keeper of Dragon Magic, and I activate its effect. By sending 1 card from my hand to the graveyard, I can search a fusion card. What do I want to send? Dark Magician? I think I'll send Dark Magician. Now. Ooh, I can search this. That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to do that, though. Now I search Neos Fusion! He does have an activatable card right now. What is in here that I can do? Oh, that guy. Okay. So we'll activate Neos Fusion. Do I want to summon the Flare Neos? I don't think so. I think we're going to just summon Brave Neos. That way we can potentially search another card, because we really need to make that happen. So we'll send a Neos to the thing, and we will send one of our Dragon Magics to the graveyard. So, a little unfortunate we had to rely on our Dragon, one of our copies of that in our graveyard, or in our deck. Normally we'd be, of course, sending our AD Changer, but we'll see. If he does have like a Treacherous, we will... So what we're going to do here is a quick early AD Changer to send this into defense mode. That way, if he has something that can, like maybe if it's an Econ and he can put this in defense mode, I want to still be able to destroy it with Dragon Magic. So we're going to... This can't be an OTK, so we're going to just get ourselves a Neos Fusion for next turn. Or be interrupted, depends. Luckily, Neos Fusion does have protection in the graveyard, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Pretty awesome. And hopefully not a drowning. I don't think he... Okay, Return of the Red Eyes. That doesn't really do anything, because you don't have a Red Eyes on the field. So... Okay. Red Eyes Spirit. Ooh. That's not great because he can... Oh, he's going to go crazy. He's going to go crazy. Oh, I forgot Joey had an animation for Red Eyes. Even when backed into a corner, a hero never turns his back on those in need. Yeah, I knew he's going to normal summon that. But we do have Neos Fusion to protect our fusion. And I don't believe he can Red Eyes Fusion because he did do that. I'm pretty sure Red Eyes Fusion you can't summon at all. Yeah, you cannot normal or special summon other monsters the turn that you activate that card. Neos Fusion does have that added advantage where you can make those extra plays. But oh boy, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, I think we do Chaos Form. That can be activated. It could be just another Red Eyes monster, so... I'm not too sure. But Magician of Chaos, come to the field. Let's see what he does. Treacherous? I hope not. Next, I activate Neos Fusion. By sending cards from my deck to the graveyard, I can fusion summon one elemental hero monster from my extra deck. I'm going to go ahead and just straight up destroy your back row. Because I don't want it to be something I can regret. Metal Morph. Ooh, yeah. That's not too bad, though. And so, I think we're just going to go ahead and do Flare Neos. There we go. Come to me. Flare Neos. Battle. I will use you. I think this is OTK. I think you're good. Get ourselves a follow-up play. What does he have? Return of the Red Eyes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Continuous Trap. He can just bring back that Red Eyes. Yes, we're going to attack you. Bam. Give me another search for my Neos Fusion. Unfortunately, all of our Neoses are in the graveyard, so I don't think we can make any further plays. No, we do not want to do that. So, kind of unfortunate. Our resources are now limited to the field. So, hopefully... yeah, we'll just do... Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Because I think if this gets destroyed... If this card... Target one Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Yeah, we're not gonna give him that opportunity. Kind of unfortunate, but I think it'll be alright. He can't get over our Neos monsters, so that'll be fine. Our Flare Neos is good here. We still have 4,000 life points. He's probably going to be able to kill our Magician of Chaos, which is completely fine, but... Oh, Phalanx Pike. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna not let you do that. It's a Red Eye Slasher, right? It doesn't gain that effect, but we're just gonna do this anyway. It'll also prevent him from being able to target it as an attack monster. He'll be able to negate, which is fine, but it'll also prevent him from swinging into Magician of Chaos. So I'm okay with that. So we can just have that destroyed. He'll probably, like, he can't do anything. Nope. So yeah, he could try to swing in, but then we would just, you know. So what I'm going to do is sets, and then battle. 5,000 attack. Destroy him, Flare Neos. A hero never gives up. I love Flare Neos so much. Everyone likes to run like a billion back row cards, and Flare Neos just punishes everyone for it. It's so nice. So nice. Alright. Get some nice little gems here. Get our finished ranked dual stamp challenge, or whatever it's called. And then we can move on. Pretty good. Yeah, this is I really like this deck. This is a really fun deck to play. It's just really, I don't know, it's one of these weird like synergetic decks that just like synergistic, I think that's the better term. Synergistic decks that somehow works when you probably wouldn't expect it to. So yeah, we do have, look, he's rocking the mat too. Pretty nice stuff there. I think we'll just do I want to straight up summon a Neos monster? I think I do. Because if it's Kaiba, he's playing heavy starter. That's pretty good indicator that whatever he's running will have a Blue Eyes involved, which is very OTK centric. So we'll just not do that. 3,100 beater on the field with our Dios. Oh, Dark Lords. Ooh, I didn't expect that. That could be a problem. That could be a really big problem. So we'll see. That's actually, yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. He's just going to be able to beat down OTK. Right? He can beat down, right? Oh. Okay then. Well, that kind of sucks. Alright, we need a Neos Fusion or Keeper of Dragon Magic. Let's do it. That is not what I need. That is not what I need. Ugh, that's rough. That's rough. Kind of unfortunate that this card can't summon from your hand either. But I guess that would be pretty strong if it could. So, I don't know. I'm gonna swing in. That kind of ruins what we need. Oh, nice. So we can do Advanced Ritual Arts. He can't negate this. We don't have a fusion for Neos anymore. He's gonna preemptively negate my monster effect. Which is kind of okay. So I can't make any of those plays. I can destroy that monster. This is rough. Man, that terrible draw. Terrible, terrible draw. I'm just gonna set this to hope that he hopefully he'll like not be able to kill me. What? Are you for real, dude? Why? Alright, we're getting crushed by Dark Lords. We should have summoned Flare Neos. That was our fault. We should have summoned Flare Neos. I'm not gonna surrender because I want the tickets. Just finish me. Yeah, that was a bluff. That was a bluff. So yeah, this was part of the, I guess it's a great example as to why you would probably run something different. So like if that was a different card as opposed to the fusion, you know, the magicalized fusion card, we would probably have fared a little better. But we did get 50 gems out of it, so I'm not complaining. This is just kind of a fun video. This deck can't hit King of Games though. There's been a couple of posts on it on the Duel Links Meta website, like I mentioned before, so their decks are probably better. I don't know. Dark Lords are a big problem. They can do quite a lot. They have search, they have destruction, they have big power, they have negation, they do a lot. Alright, honestly going first with this deck's kind of rough. So we can Keeper of Dragon Magic. We'll say yes. Throw this to the field. Search and Neos Fusion. Wait. Dragon Spellcaster. Oh, that's why. So I guess you can't use Amulet Dragon. I didn't think about it because Amulet Dragon is a dragon. And Magicalized Fusion only works on Spellcaster. So it would only work on Dark Cavalry. I see. So we need a warrior type monster. We would be able to do that if we Neos Fusion, but we're not going to. I could summon my Dark Magician to the field. Might do that. I probably should have showed him Amulet Dragon, but that's alright. So, we'll do that. That'll be our turn 1 play. Hopefully nothing crazy to come from our Kaiba. Our boy Kaiba over here. Just lots of, like, beatdown is such a good skill. Like, really hard to really overcome something like that. Ooh, 6 Sams? For real, dude? Why you gotta be like that? Why do you gotta be like that? Gonna get that Xian to the field. The draw 2 effect, man. Draw 2. I should have, maybe I should have fusioned into the Flare Neos. Kind of rough. So now the question becomes... Honestly, this Magicalized Fusion's been really bad. really, really bad. Beats down. Alright, so what's he going to do? Get rid of the Dark Magician? Is he gonna suicide? He is not. There is our Neos. I really wish that I could... Man, why did I have to draw the Neos of all cards? Like, he's just gonna negate. Just gonna negate. I could normal summon Neos. That's a possibility. Do I want to try that? I think I do. We're just gonna do this again. Oh, this is a warrior. All right. All right. So we can do this. So we can tribute our Neos. Oh, we got plays. Tribute summon. Let's go, elemental hero Neos. What do I want? Oh, he gets boosted. That's OP. That's actually OP. I think we'll hold off then for another play. I don't know though, because I could get the Dark Cavalry. I think the Dark Cavalry would be a good idea. Because, so, let's see, what's... When a card that targets a card in the field is activated. Yeah, I want the Dark Cavalry. So we're gonna hope that he negates our Neos Fusion. We want Dark Cavalry. Because we can start negating, like if he gets ourselves... If he gets, because, oh, what? Really? You're not even gonna try? Okay. 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 Like, that wasn't gonna win the duel right outright. Like, I still had a lot of stuff to go through. Like, why would you surrender that? He doesn't even have a Nishi. I didn't have to do that. What are you doing, guy? It would, but I could have negated the dual wield. So, yeah, I wanted to pull out the Dark Cavalry because that wasn't going to kill the Xian. The Xian would have been able to protect himself by killing the Kizon. That's one of his effects. And so I wouldn't have been able to kill him with our Neos by itself. And so what I wanted to do was have the Dark Cavalry in opportunity, so that if he managed to summon something that would, something like an Anishi to target my monster, I could have negated it, or if he dual wielded, I could have negated that instead. So that was the reasoning. Probably not a like super great idea, but we'll see. Wait, can this search the Magicalized Fusion? I don't think I even checked. I keep drawing into it, unfortunately. And my Neos. Constantly drawing into these cards. Alright, one face down on the field. Keeper of Dragon Magic. Let's go ahead, we'll hit that. We'll send the other one, I suppose. It's not a great idea, but we'll do it. Search the Neos Fusion. Summon with Neos Fusion. I'm actually going to go for OTK here and just super pray that he doesn't have anything, because that would suck. I want to keep something in my graveyard. I'm going to set. We're just going to go in. Okay. That was a bluff. Or nothing. I have no idea. Well, what was your face down, my friend? What? Oh my gosh. Dude, Flare Neos. Crushing fools. I gotta see what your deck was. Maybe this? Or a Silver's Cry? Or just a bluff? Okay. Okay, that works. Well, we take those. We take those. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play one last duel for this. See if we can get anything good. I don't know, I just thought this deck was pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining myself, personally. Like, I'm enjoying it. Get to... Another excuse to play more Jaden Yubel. Hilarious. Probably my favorite, one of my favorite main characters of all the series. We're going first. We do have the ability to Ritual Shokan. Kind of unsure if I want to follow with that. because we don't really have anything outside of that. So we're just gonna, I think this is one of those duels where you just gotta pray that your opponent can't OTK you straight up. If he's playing any kind of Blue Eyes stuff though, then he might be able to. He's playing Red Eyes, so he'll be able to. He already normal summoned, so we won't be able to get to. He won't be able to Red Eyes fusion, so we might just have to deal with a single Red Eyes, and be kind of go from there. All right, good. Advanced Ritual Arts. It's kind of not what I needed, but we will send the Dark Magician, because if we somehow manage to draw, if we do manage to draw into stuff, we want to be able to make some plays. So I think what I'll do is I'll set this one, and yeah, we'll set this one as a bluff. End phase, opponent's turn. Let's see. The nice thing about Magician of Chaos is if your opponent activates cards, spell and trap cards, you can still destroy stuff. So if he activates Red Eyes Fusion, I can destroy that back row. So, pretty nice. Red Eyes Fusion would still kind of be really unfortunate. But we can, I think we can still deal with it. We have to draw pretty nicely. Another Blackstone of Legend. Is that a tuner? No. So White Stone of Legend's a tuner, but Black Stone of Legend is not. Honestly, Blue Eye support is just really freaking good. Red Eyes Baby Dragon. What is this? Why did you do that, my friend? That doesn't seem very smart. Magicalized Fusion. Unfortunately, we can't activate it. Man, having Neos in hand, so rough. Let's see. Ritual Arts. Just gonna battle. Battle the phase. Just keep whittling him down, I guess. Baby Dragon's gonna activate and he's gonna summon the other Red Eyes, but I don't think that really matters. What is a skill? Did it tell me a skill at the beginning? I don't think it did. So, I don't know what a skill is. Red Eyes Baby Dragon. When this card is destroyed. So he brought out another Baby Dragon? Why? Why wouldn't you bring out a Red Eyes? Try to, like, I don't know, do something. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. You're nothing before my Chaos Magician. The crazy thing is, I have Neo space, so that probably cues him in about what it could be. But he might not even realize that I have. Like I'm waiting for Neos. Oh boy. Alright, well thankfully this guy's effect won't activate. Oh, he's gonna crash. Red Eyes Spirit. Bring it back to the field and finish me off. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. Oh boy. So yeah, I guess the Magicalized Fusion, because if the Magicalized Fusion was a second copy of Power of the Guardians, the equip spell, we would have been able to make plays, and he wouldn't be able to have done anything, so... Probably not the greatest. Maybe the Chaos Fusion even. Get rid of that instead, if you're, because, I don't know. It really depends. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to play the deck, and you kind of just have to experiment and figure out which way is working for you. But that's the deck. I think it's a really fun deck. I like just fusion summoning. Neos Fusion is a lot of fun to play. blasting people with Flare Neos is also really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, of course, please leave a like and maybe even a comment. Let me know. Do you enjoy have you been enjoying these? Or are you kind of salty at Neo still? Neo's Fusion running around too much in the meta. It used to be like a really, really good card because of all the consistent. It made a lot of decks more consistent than they were otherwise, and so it was running around quite a lot. But I really enjoy it. It's a really fun card to experiment with, and I really like this build. And now that we have Keeper of Dragon Magic, I think it can make other Neo's Fusion builds a little bit more consistent as well, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm curious to see what more can come out of this. Just a lot of shakeups right now happening in the current meta due to the new box and new world release. So I'm excited to experiment myself and see what happens. So I'm going to keep grinding, keep trying to get more cards as much as I possibly can. I'll show you guys more videos based off of some of the decks that I come up with and quote-unquote take from Duel Links meta steal. You know, I do a little net decking myself. That never hurts, as long as you know what you're doing. Road to King of Games will, of course, continue throughout the next few series, and I will, of course, be looking to finally climb to that ever so sought-after King of Games ranking. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh content, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell notification on the right-hand side of that so that you can always be notified when these videos go live. If you also want to check out a couple of my other playthroughs, I do have a Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake playthrough on the channel right now, and you can check out that. I'll leave that playlist of those videos up on the title or up on the end card screen, so please check that out. Anyway, that's going to finish off this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later.